It's hot, humid and we're in Hampshire, hoping to harmonise with hormones.
The humidity is building and the roebucks are hopefully feeling a little bit sexy.
Amazingly, Roy always manages to deliver for us during the rut, even though the climatic conditions are not always on our side. This evening, for a change, we've hit it right. We're hoping that this will give us the chance to put Tim Pilbeam's prediction to the test, that Aimpoint Acro will suit close-up roebucks in the rut.
Very quickly acquire the target. Bang.
It was a few weeks ago now that we filmed Mr. Pilbeam getting enthusiastic about Aimpoint's new red dot sight, which neatly sits side saddle on your scope. Now that baton has passed to Roy.
Bloody hard to see when you've got a dirty great cameraman with a floppy haircut. Okay. We're ready to go. I don't think the row are going to play though at the minute.
I don't want to play.
I don't blame you. Why did you bring me out?
Out?
I've come out, the first time I've come out, and I've come out with you and I end up getting wet in the middle of summer when we've had nothing but roasting hot days, and now you've landed me
over
this. Really?
Yes.
Really? My fault?
We've had a lovely time, haven't we?
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we've got.
I think it's the rain gods punishing us for your haircut.
Oh, it's just stick it down a bit.
It does look very good. That is seriously greasy.
Do you want donations? Donations?
Donations. Okay. And then we'll do it one shot.
With both optics shooting in the same place, Roy is good to go, and we swap soggy for sunny. The mid-afternoon heat means that the bucks are likely to be seeking cooler woodland cover, which is where we start.
Here we go. Coming up the track. That was a lovely little response. I had the aim point on him as he was coming in. It would have been a very easy, simple shot to take. I was just debating whether or not to take him, and he made the choice for me in the end. So he was away. But again, if it was just a case of, we were taking every single buck on here, if we were clearing out or whatever else, then it would have been a very, very simple shot. But yeah, I certainly don't mind tipping my cap to that young man.
Your technique is very different this year. We are being far slower. You're sitting here and it's almost like you're fox calling. So we're not targeting an animal, you're just throwing it out into the wood.
Yeah, what we're doing at the moment, because it's still quite hot out in the fields, and we're just sneaking into the woods and just having a few peeps. And that does work very well sometimes. And again, it's always worth just remembering that the deer can be just as lazy as us, and they'll take the path of least resistance. So here you've got a quad track that goes down through here, and if you noticed, he came through from the wood and then followed the track straight up. So again, if they can, they will follow the path of least resistance and come on an easier trail. So it's, when you've got tracks like that, and I've got the field behind us, that would have been the most obvious way that he would have come, and he did. Right, let's go on and see if we can find some more. I just love it, it's brilliant fun.
Apart from our one response, there's not a lot going on, and the bucks are certainly not throwing themselves at us. Then, on the far edge of a field, we spot a buck browsing.
He's on his way.
This response illustrates just how patient you need to be when calling. Roy brings this guy in from hundreds of yards away. Just imagine if this was in woodland. His positive steps towards us would go unseen. There's every chance you'd have packed up before he gets halfway.
This is exactly what can happen in the wood. woods, they'll just slowly make their way through. Sometimes they just come pounding, but sometimes they're slow and methodical. He's 160. I'm going to let him go. Unfortunately, as he came across the track, he saw the car parked further up the track and then didn't like it, didn't want to come up. But, I mean, beautiful call all the way down, and again, we could have shot him, but he's still a relatively young animal, and he'll definitely improve. I mean, we got him coming from, about 500 metres away, came down to within about 60 metres, but then just didn't want to turn to come up to us. So off he went into there. But that was a fabulous little call. But again, you can just see why you've got to be so slow. If it's not absolutely cooking, and if they're not 100% on it, they'll come, but they'll just sneak their way through. It's always a good lesson when you see them in the open.
Finally, Roy sees a buck he's happy to take.
Came up to within 10 yards. Again, I was on him with the Aimpoint, but I didn't want to shoot him square in the head because he was right on us. So he spooked, let him go off to about 20, and then took the shot. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Where he was in the crop and where I was down on the sticks, I just didn't have a neck shot. So I had the dot straight on him and could have taken the headshot. I was hoping he would just circle or just go out and stop again, and he just circled and then gave me the opportunity for the next shot. He's superb. We'll go and pick him up and we'll just have a look around and just see if we can get a couple more responses before darkness befalls us. He's quite a quirky little thing. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning, stunning deer. David was just inquiring, I can't believe he's not noticed that the black marking there is one of his scent glands. So he'll have those both sides. Obviously it's a marker to the other deer that they're there, and obviously when they're going through, so they've got an idea on territories, etc. I would have thought you would have seen many scent glands over the years of playing. But
Sadly not.
Sorry?
Sadly not.
Sadly not, no. He's not been feeding.
It's a nice, clean animal. Unlike a lot of other male deer during the rutting season, roe don't smell.
Roe don't get as disgusting as fallow and as reds. So where they're not dousing themselves in their own stench by wallowing and running about or weeing up themselves, It's they certainly don't taint themselves anywhere near like the others do.
With the buck Gralex, Roy puts the rifle away and we see if we can get any more responses. Once again, we've been fortunate enough to interact with this little deer at this special time of year. And if you're producing these kinds of responses, maybe you need to be ready for close encounters of the Aimpoint kind too. For more information about the Acro, go to aimpoint.com.